Welcome back. Today's episode is literally all about time blocking, how I went from the girl boss to now transitioning my schedule and routines around motherhood, but still getting the job done. So many of you guys listen to me speak on Zoom calls. So many of you guys I'm mentoring, and so many of you guys see just my vlogs and content on social media. And I get so many questions about how do I get it all done? How do I manage it? So I wanted to make a quick just YouTube chit chat on scheduling, routines. Full disclosure, before I was a mom, my business was my sole priority, my top priority. I was known as the yes mentor. I still am known as the yes mentor. Before motherhood, there was no schedule for me because my whole schedule revolved around my business because I had the craziest goals, and I was willing to sit there and work for a year straight for 6 figures, 7 figures, 8 figures down the road. As an entrepreneur, it was about short-term sacrifices for long-term gains. However, I did that. It was great. I got the job done. I made millions of dollars. However, that schedule and what I did led to me being burnt out, to screwing up my hormones because I wasn't eating and drinking. So to my entrepreneurs or to my mothers, I got you because I feel like I've been on both sides of the spectrum. So the first question is, why are routines so important for you as a mom? Not being on a routine as a mom, you're choosing chaos. Like, I truly believe little kids from down to sleep training need a routine. You know, when you're thinking about bath time, for example, I do the same thing. I eat, I take my kids in for a bath. I have the pajamas on my bed. I put them in their pajamas. I give them a bottle and I let them watch 5 minutes of screen time. And we have literally done the exact same thing since they've been born. So my son is now 4 years old. His body knows that when we're eating, we're gonna go straight into the shower. I'm gonna turn on my red lights. I am just a creature of habit. I think that also came from playing sports when I was like little. I come from a family of athletes and we had crazy schedules. So I was constantly on a routine even as a little kid. Routines are so important as a mother because it gives you that peace of mind instead of pure chaos. I put my kids down every single day at 7 o'clock because one, I need those 3 hours of me time and my husband time before we go to bed. If I didn't have them on a routine, my child might be going to bed at 9 o'clock, might be fighting me on his bedtime, might be doing all these different things that I hear about that I don't experience because I've been so strict with a routine. So as a mom, it's so important because a routine equals peace. And if you don't have a routine as a mom, it equals chaos. Although as an entrepreneur, I didn't have a routine, it didn't equal chaos, it just equaled burnout. What made you realize time blocking works? Honestly, children is what made me realize time blocking works. Time blocking was a thing when I became a mom because when my child is sleeping, I'm filming this YouTube video as she is sleeping right now. So from 11 o'clock to 11, 12, 1, 2, she sometimes sleeps for 3 hours. And in those 3 hours, guys, I have a 3-hour work day. I get everything that I need to get done with work in those 3 hours and in little pockets of my day. When you give yourself all day to get it done, it's going to take all day to get it done. When you give yourself 3 hours to get it done, it's going to take 3 hours to get it done. So be careful with how you're thinking about things. If you're like, oh my gosh, this is going to take me all day to do, it's going to take you all day to do. If you set aside and say, hey, I only have 20 minutes to talk to my team, give them their goals, get the job done when it comes to communicating with my business and company. Or you could say, hey, I only have 20 minutes to clean my kitchen. I'm going to clean the kitchen in those 20 minutes. So time blocking is more for your mental capacity. It's like you're doing a certain thing at a certain time. I understand that. But what the benefit of time blocking blocking is you are giving yourself that amount of time to get the job done. Some of you guys need a time block better where you guys are making the time a shorter period of time. And what I like about time blocking is as an entrepreneur, you get pulled in so many different directions. If you're growing a business, if you're growing a team, if you have a brick and mortar, like your clients are pulling you a certain direction, whatever like business you're in. And when you set aside like, okay, this hour I'm gonna follow up with my team. This hour I'm gonna follow up with clients. This hour I'm going to do that. And you're gonna do nothing but what you say you're doing in that time block. And it helps so much for girls who have, ADHD, who have problems focusing. I'm one of those people. I'm very type B. Although I'm a routine girl through and through, I'm a homebody. I love being in my routine. I love doing the same shit every single day. I love eating the same shit every single day. However, time blocking is so beneficial as a mom when you only have 3 hours to get everything done, or as an entrepreneur to keeping you on track and blocking out the noise while you're trying to work on that one thing. That is the benefit of time blocking. What does your real daily structure look like and how you plan them? Call me crazy, I don't know, but I have a family schedule printed out. As you guys know, I do have a nanny. I am on my 3rd nanny now, and both have been so different. The nanny that I currently have, she is like older, so she actually can't watch the kids. She's really there to help maintain the household, to help me cook. And if Jazzy wakes up and I'm like working, she can somewhat like watch her. But when an employee comes in, grandparents come in, anyone entering my household, I have a like daily checklist that we don't really stray from. This is like a nanny checklist, but it just gives you an idea of how my household flows and the routine that we have. We all wake up at like 6:30. I freaking hate it. Like my kids are just such early risers, probably because I'm putting them down at 7 o'clock. So at 6:30, Jazzy wakes up and she drinks 1 bottle. And I'm so detail oriented. I have warm bottle. Big bottle is 1 minute. Small bottle, 30 seconds. Add 1 scoop of, we have this like digestive enzyme that I add into their bottles. So from 6:45 to 7 a.m. is breakfast prep. 2 scrambled eggs and 2 sausages per kit, or yogurt pouch, or I have like different things, but pretty much I really try to like emphasize protein in the breakfast. And then from 7 to 7:20, serve breakfast, supervise eating. That's really me. I'm sitting there shoving eggs into my kids' mouths. The kids are getting washed up, brushing their teeth, lay out uniform, shirt, shorts, socks, boxers, etc. James must be dressed and teeth brushed before TV. So again, I'm very, very strict. And then at 7:45, parents leave for school drop off. And then like, I'll just tell you guys my nanny schedule, but I have her deep clean from 8 to 11 because I'm with Jazzy during that time of 8 to 11. So I'm usually outside with her, letting her play in the pool. The dogs are running around. We're doing some sort of like morning activity while my nanny is making beds, doing loops through the bathrooms because we just had bath time the night before. Just like a general little tidy up. And then at 11 o'clock, I put Jazzy down. From 11:15 to 2 to 3, Jazzy naps. When she wakes up, have lunch prepared for her. Small portions, easy to eat. And then that's when my nanny will take a break, do her thing. In the mornings when I wake up, doing our morning routine, that's when I'm checking in with my team, like, hello, good morning. What's on the schedule for the day? So, as I'm in morning pickup, I'm looking at what my team needs, because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my team's needs and I'm gonna put them in my 11 to my 3. So if I know, oh, this girl needs a call, I'm gonna message her back like, hey, when can you chat between 11 and 3? What I'm trying to say here is I pretty much get all of my work done, like my main work stuff. If I have to schedule a call, if I have to go somewhere, if I have to do something, I am doing it between 11 to 3 when my child is sleeping. I don't stray from this. It's the same thing every single day, and it just works. Routines work, schedule works. And if you are feeling pure chaos, what I would do is write out a family routine. In the most perfect world, what is your realistic schedule? Type it out, have it on a piece of paper or on a calendar so you can like really look at it. Because when anyone comes into my house and looks at this piece of paper and looks at what time there is, I promise you we are on schedule. We are doing whatever this says we're doing. And then afternoon is playtime, reading, light activities with Jazzy after lunch. And then 3 o'clock, I leave to go pick James up from school. So school pickup, welcome kids home. From 3:30 to 6 p.m., I'm playing with my kids. So snack time for James, have a snack prepared, ask if he's hungry when he gets home, fruit, yogurt, crackers, etc. And I have like a list of like food for them. Activity time, so we're playing outside, we're reading, arts and crafts. And then I even say, like, if Jacqueline's working on her phone, please step in. If Jesse is solo, ask if he needs help. We swim. We are in Florida, so we have the beauty of pretty much swimming like the majority of the year, except for like really winter. And we're honestly getting a heater in our pool, so we'll be swimming through winter. From 5:30 to 6 p.m., dinner prep and cooking. So either I'll communicate to her like, hey, I'm gonna cook dinner tonight because I like to cook certain meals, or let's say we're making taco bowls or I want taco bowls. I'll lay out exactly what I want her to cook. So I'll grab the meat, I'll grab the shredded cheese, I'll grab the black beans, I'll grab the rice, I'll grab the taco seasoning. And I don't even have to communicate with her. She already knows like, oh, this is what she wants for dinner. Let me start this while she's playing with the kids outside. Either Jesse's playing with the kids outside, I'm cooking, or Jesse and I are playing with the kids outside and our nanny is cooking at that time. And then from 6 to 6:30, dinner with the kids. And then at 6:30, I'm walking the kids into the bathroom. We bathe all together. I have like a huge shower and a bath. So it's kind of madness, but it works really well for our routine. And then I get out of the shower, kids are still in the bath. I'll get into my pajamas. I'll do my skincare routine really quickly. I will like turn down the house, like a turn down service at a hotel. So I turn off all lights, put on red lights. So like my kids' bodies know like it's wind down time, like it's night time. And then from there, I get them into their pajamas. I'll read James 4 books. Like that's my max. He gets 4 books and then bedtime. I'm not gonna lie, I've literally been loving sleeping with my kids. So I'll read 4 books to him, leave him in his room. But honestly, by like midnight, 1 a.m., James is coming into our bed. My husband puts down Jazzy every single night, and then I put down James every single night. We are on man, okay? So he takes a kid, I take a kid, we go to our appropriate rooms, we put them down, and then we meet for Jesse and Jacqueline time. I have just extra reminders, milk for Jazzy in the morning, lay out uniforms for James. You can do it the night before. Lay out clothing for Jazzy and James's pajamas, diapers, pull-ups for bedtime. Again, walk into the Goldrich household, you know what we're doing exactly at that time. Becoming a mom made me just value routines so much more than I already did. How can someone watching figure out what kind of schedule works for them? Your schedule has to really like match your energy, not like the ideal schedule. So like for me, I would write this like crazy ideal schedule out, but it wasn't realistic to my family's needs and routine. So be so for real with yourself. Do not have this like crazy schedule that you see influencers do before they wake up at 5 a.m. I don't want to wake up early. I want to wake up at 7. In one day, write out everything you do and timestamp it, because that's going to be like your blueprint. That's going to be your rough draft of your schedule. Then from there, fine tune it. Like, hey, we need to move up dinner to this time because I put the kids down to bed too late. Or I need to move up and work on my business earlier in the day because that's when I'm the most productive. Those little fine-tuned tweaks will be so beneficial for you. Start by tracking your days and seeing where your time goes and where your time is wasted the most. Then maybe when your time's wasted the most, time block those. Like, I'm wasting so much time on filming content. Okay, well then, you know what? If you're doing that, then let's time block those into what reel are you gonna make? What content are you making? And you have that specific time for that. If you have kids though, like I have non-negotiables. Like my kid literally needs to be sleeping by 7:30, 8 if he's James, the latest. But those, I have like such strict non-negotiables. And this might be really crazy, but I even have like cycle synced my routine. So TMI, but I'm on my period right now. That is content day. Even though that might not make sense, like I have makeup on. My hair is not done, unfortunately, but my makeup's done, okay? I didn't work out today because typically I probably wouldn't have all of this energy to batch content. So what I did is like, okay, I'm gonna feel like shit. I'm not gonna wanna work out, but let me go get everything else done. On the days that I'm like ovulating, I'm gonna go crazy. I'm gonna lift my heaviest. I'm gonna be in my strength days at my gym. So like I've even cycle synced my workouts. Like that's how crazy I am with my routine. I wanna like also emphasize like your schedule doesn't need to be my schedule that I just read off for you. If 20-year-old Jack heard that schedule, that would not be a realistic schedule for me. It's a realistic schedule for me now at the age that I am, at my wants and my needs. What tools and habits make it easier to stick to? I unfortunately am not a Google Calendar girl. I wish that I was. Like I need a piece of paper and every minute accounted for. Like if you look at these times, like every single minute is accounted for. I'm a pen to paper girl. So I used to walk around with this like crazy big planner. Passion planner is actually, I love it. I'm actually going to get the Skylight for Black Friday. So that is a huge calendar that's like a digital calendar for the whole family. So stay tuned on my review on that. Right now, what I absolutely love most is my little checklist. So we have one of these in the kitchen. We have one of these in the living room. We have one of these in my office. But I have a huge acrylic whiteboard calendar that's like right when you walk in where the laundry room is. I got that customized off of Amazon. I'll drop the link below for you guys. That has been life-changing because I can look at my schedule at just like a month's glance and know the important things. And not every details listed on that calendar will be like horseback riding, flag football, garbage day. Pickup is at 2:45 on Tuesday when we're out of town. So it's just like the main points. The acrylic calendar is really good just to like glance at and to feel better that like you're not going to miss these certain dates, or you're not going to miss a meeting, or you're not going to miss kids play at school. What happens when the day falls apart? Life happens, guys. My days sometimes fall apart. Honestly, when my kids get sick, like my schedule's out the window, or routine's kind of out the window, right? I'm sitting there in bed, they're throwing up, I'm giving them medicine, I'm either taking them to the doctor. So life happens and it's totally okay. It's about what you do after you get off of a routine. Life is lifing constantly. There's things that are throwing our way. So getting off of routine is not the end of the world. It's about being aware like tomorrow is a new day, is a fresh day, and I'm going to get back into it. For me, Sundays are my biggest reset days. So on Sundays, it's like I'm meal prepping, I'm writing out what we're going to eat, our grocery shopping list, organizing all the kids' school stuff. I'm writing out all of my work meetings that I have and all my team calls that I have for that week. So on Sundays, I kind of organize week by week, and I think it's brilliant. It's my family day, and I live for a good Sunday reset. So make sure that if you're not on a routine, like pick one day to completely reset your life. Clean your house, meal prep, get organized for the following week. Sundays are my big reset days. That is literally how I get it done. Those are my thoughts about routines, whether it comes to girl bossing and having these crazy goals, or whether it comes to running a household, being a mother, kind of marry it all together. My routine allows me to be a calm, amazing mom. Like I'm so present. I'm not stressed out. I feel like I'm at such a good place. And it took me 4 years, guys. Like I was crashing out hard, going from like being a girl boss, entrepreneur, making millions, to now like having 2 kids and not being able to push myself like I was. It's a blessing in disguise. It's allowed me to work smarter, not harder. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and let me know if you have any questions below. I'll answer all of your guys' comments. Thank you guys for joining me, and I will see you guys. Make sure you subscribe, like, comment, and let me know what you guys want to hear from me next.